Hello everybody. This week's video I'm going to be turning this piece of ash. I think it has a little bit of a crotch on the side of it. I can't remember this piece. I cut it like 2 years ago. So anyway, I'm going to turn it into a pot and hollow vessel kind of, and then I'm going to dye it blue. And I also make an epoxy top for it. And then I'm going to turn on figured maple finial and color it also the same as the pot. So anyway, I hope to see you at the end here, and we'll see how it turns out. Here I've switched over to the 40/40 grind ball gouge that I have, just to get some of the speed off of here, get the shape going a little bit faster. This is my 3/4 inch straight hollerer from John Jordan wood turning. Here I'm just getting rid of the screw holes left by the chuck ring that I used. So what I'm putting on here is a acrylic paint. It's a color shift paint. Is what it is. And I wanted purple. I have some purple like clothing dye, some RIT dye, but I just don't like the effect that it does on the grain. I'm just trying to pop the grain here because I'm going to put a blue on top of it, and I'm hoping that the purple pearlescence color or the color shift color will show through pretty good. And also, it's an experiment to see what this color looks like on a bowl by itself. But one thing I noticed is it doesn't spread easily like this. For some reason, it like dries super fast. So anyway, I'm gonna get this on and I'm gonna sand it off. And I also had some trouble with the color. I made a mistake and I put some tung oil on this, not some tung oil, but some Danish oil on this overnight so that it wouldn't dry out and possibly crack because there's a little crack in it. And the color didn't work out. The color wouldn't take. I sanded it back and I ended up putting some acrylic poster paint on there, some dollar store paint. It never fails me to get the color right. A little bit of it comes off when I put the sanding sealer on, but that's all right. You can tell here I'm showing you I'm trying to put some blue dye on this, and it's just not taking it. It takes a little bit, but the color is not what I want. You can see here in this next little clip here, this is what it looks like after 3 coats, and this is what it looks like after I put the poster paint on there, the acrylic poster paint. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sanding sealer on. This is sanding sealer I make by myself. I get a gallon of pre-catalyzed lacquer, which usually lasts me about 4 or 5 months, and I mix it 50-50 with lacquer thinner, and that's my sanding sealer that I use. And another thing about sanding sealer, if you want a really nice finish, make sure you put enough sanding sealer on there where it actually seals the wood, where it's not soaking it up anymore. I think this piece here took me like 3 coats of sanding sealer, and then now I'm gonna use the abrasive paste thing and then put some wax on it. And this is a wax that I make. It's a combination of Danish oil that I make, and carnauba and microcrystalline waxes, and I mix them together, melt them together, and I have to let the solvents dry a little bit, or else it just gums up. So let it sit about 15 minutes, and then I can buff it up. So like I said in the beginning, the top here is going to be epoxy resin, and I put some white fluorescent powder in it, mica powders, to color it up. And right here I'm just using a point tool that I made out of a cheap Chinese gouge, and just trying to get enough room to where I can get my parting tool in there and get the piece of epoxy to the casting to the sides of the opening on the pot. And here I'm sanding from 320 all the way up to 1600 grit, and then I buff it with the abrasive paste also. The finial I'm going to make out of a piece of figured maple. I'm just going to do a real simple design, do a little bit of speed practice in the process. a little shine juice, and we're ready to part it off. And here we go with the finished pot. And came out really nice. I like the colors. There's some nice chatoyance in the grain. Like I said, I think there was a part of a crotch on the end of this, right here where this is. I couldn't find where all the limbs were, but I do remember it having some crotch figuring of art. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.